And the thing that's really cool about this format is you have different instructors. You have multiple ones, and they all have different philosophies, different ideas. It doesn't make any one person all totally right or any one person totally wrong. And today what I'm going to talk about first is pre-fishing. And Lord knows we have a lot of different ideas about how you should pre-fish, things you should and should not do. So I'm going to go over in detail what I do and what I think is things you should and shouldn't do while you're pre-fishing. I've never done a pre-fishing seminar like this, and I've been doing seminars, a lot of them for the last 15 years, but I've been doing them for 20 years. And this is something when I was thinking about topics this year, I thought, I think that's probably one of the things that people don't understand really what to do or how the pros do it. And one of the best questions we get is, how do you go to a lake that you don't know anything about and find fish? Well, it's all about your pre-fishing. Covering water, keeping an open mind, and using your instincts. Which baits do you use? Which ones you feel comfortable with that you're covering water? I feel comfortable with a flipping stick and a jig in my hand, okay? And I can cover water doing that. I'm going to talk about how you actually can cover water flipping. But what you feel comfortable with, and if you look at your clock or watch, and you've only moved 100 yards in the last hour, and you're not catching pretty good, you need to go. Move. And that doesn't mean you don't have to necessarily crank up the big engine and run 20 miles. That means turn your trolling motor up, and hey, I don't have it quite figured out. They're not here like they were in March. Let's move on. Does that mean I pick up a buzz bait? Maybe, depending on the seasonal pattern. If it's May and you caught them in March and you spend your whole time fishing that jig or that spinnerbait that you caught them in March, yeah, picking up a buzzbait would be a great thing to do. Think about the seasonal pattern and baits that you can use moving. Now, this slide here, once we've done our homework and we've decided our strengths and we want to use this, and this, and we're going to go on this end of the lake, this is my strength, then it's time to go fishing. Now, we've done all this homework, 10 minutes worth or 10 days worth. You've got a plan. The biggest thing, I think, once you get that plan, is keep an open mind and use your instincts once you get out there. Because all that homework you do, when you get out there, geez, my research, I thought the water was going to be 60 degrees and it's 50. They had a real cold rain 2 days ago. Or geez, I thought this water was going to be clear and it's stained. You've got to use your common sense and your instincts when you actually get out on the water, okay? Probably the worst tournaments I've ever had, not probably, the worst tournaments I've ever had have been because I didn't use my instincts and I was hard-headed, especially on a place that you think you really know and you know what those fish should be doing, and by gosh, they just not doing it. But I just keep on trying to force feed them, and then you just get smashed. Rather than keeping an open mind and using your instincts and saying, hey, not happening. I need to keep moving, I need to cover water, and I need to figure out what these fish are really doing. Yes?
Hey, I'm Pete Gluzek.
And I'm Mike Iaconelli.
And this is Bass University TV.
Welcome to Bass University TV, an online video training course where you'll learn champion bass fishing techniques from pro anglers Pete Gluzek, Mike Iaconelli, and their talented special guests.
Everywhere I go in the country, I'm trying to use these techniques because I catch big fish that way.
From on the water to in the classroom.
We want to use that bait to help make that area even smaller and really, really find that sweet spot.
You'll learn sound techniques and strong fundamental bass fishing skills.
You want something that's got a nice limber action, that's going to allow you to build pressure and keep those hooks pinned against that fish's mouth.
Watch hours of video content on multiple topics at your own pace for a low monthly fee. Cancel at any time.
Hold on, because you're going to catch some big fish.
Information is power in the sport of fishing, so learn from the very best.
That's a key theory in all of fishing.
Subscribe to Bass University TV today.
Man, does it trigger a lot of strikes.
Here's the part that you're not going to hear anywhere else. This is the Bass University TV exclusive.